Hey, and welcome to part 3 of our world building series, I guess now.
Yeah, and now we have a name for our world.
We do have a world. Our world is called Zathaan.
Zathaan. And it looks a little bit something like this for you all to see there.
So in this part, what we did in part 1, we created the actual world. We created basically with the land masses and the mountains and rivers and everything else. In the last video, we kind of populated the world in terms of where settlements and cities might be, and a little
at least
bit,
the big ones.
Yeah, the big ones.
Mostly the big ones.
Probably what we did more than that, realistically, was we kind of figured out where the borders were.
Where the borders of the different realms were, and who the types of people that live where.
Possibly. There's some that are blanks, but and in this video we're going to go into a lot more depth into these cities and actually populate them properly, and maybe have come up with a couple of bits and pieces that are interesting about them or make them different.
Without going into the minutiae of everything.
Yes, so basically the system we've come up with is everything you want to write about a city or a place has to fit in this box for now. So it's only going to be brief, just a couple of dot points.
What I'm actually going to do.
And then we can kind of go into detail maybe another time.
I'm going to redo this one a bit like I've done the others, because that's a really small box.
Yeah, fair call. You know what? This place here is known for their desert races. They have races.
Okay, they have races
in
in the desert. Cool.
I like it.
So it was like desert race.
And
race.
Yeah. Desert race. And it is my thoughts.
Let's start there.
Huh?
Let's start there.
Yeah. I reckon it's a very deadly race. It's obviously through lots of natural terrain.
You're thinking like a death race type thing?
Yeah.
Like
a death race through the desert.
Cool. I like it. So let's just do a dot point. Death race across the desert.
Yes.
Probably goes up in the. What's the thing? Maybe they've got some way that they actually do own all this realm over here as well.
Yeah.
They've got some sort of form of transport over the mountains or through the mountains, and the race happens along the mountains and things like that as well. So it's
through death pass or something, and it's like a real narrow bit, and it's like a chance you can fall off or.
Yeah.
For some reason, I feel like maybe not the only like one of the prominent races here is lizard folk. But not in like a swampy lizard folk, but the ones that would kind of be like more
a sand reptile.
Yeah, a sand reptilian, like bearded dragons, kind of.
I like it.
Lizard folk. I don't know. For some reason, I'm getting a whole blooded reptilian feel.
Full neck lizard type things.
Yeah, exactly.
Blue tongues.
That'd be a cool little spin on lizard folk.
Yeah.
Is it not just that normal swamp lizardy kind of thing?
Desert lizard folk.
And you could even play with it, like in the sense of like certain different abilities or feats that other lizards might have over. Like some lizards might have over others or bits and pieces.
Well, do lizard folk get a swim speed? No, maybe.
Maybe, but like for example, if you had a field neg lizard type thing, if it did it, you might have advantage on intimidation checks or bits and pieces. Could be kind of cool.
I like it.
Or something like that.
I like it a lot. So desert lizard folk.
Yep. With death races.
Nice.
So we've got what makes them different. What else do we want to try and
the other thing I think we want to look at, because we've done the realms, we know where the borders are.
Yeah.
How are they governed?
True. Right? Government is a very important thing.
Yes. And I feel like your desert lizard folk death race people probably aren't governed
by
a lot.
Exactly what I'm thinking. I think they're a bit of an outlaw-y kind of thing.
And that might also actually play, because we had the whole idea that this area down here was going to be inhabited by solitary humans.
Yes.
That might very well be because the first time they tried to leave this island, they landed right here
and they were like,
and got eaten by lizardmen.
True. Yeah.
It's
That's
a reason.
Cool. That could be part of their law as to what happened there. So how would, in that case, it's a very well, how do you?
It's probably not going to be an organised sort of government.
No, I think
it's probably going to be.
It's going to be very. Whoever's got money and power takes it. I don't think it's necessarily one leader.
I'm actually going to write that quote.
You're welcome.
Whoever
has money and power.
Has money and power gets more until dethroned.
Yeah. So I guess the only question I have, and just for my own thoughts, something that's super important, do you think this place is ruled by a single powerful person or by a few powerful people who are
Probably a
weak?
few powerful people. And
Yeah.
this is, again, you always sort of fall into like, hey, this is the lizard folk realm.
Yes.
There's probably others. I'm actually imagine there's probably some slavery.
Oh,
going on
100%.
here,
I reckon there definitely would be.
particularly of fleshies. And,
Yeah.
you know, lizard folk are prone to eating people.
So I reckon there'd be lizard folk, probably a couple of dragonborn, because they would kind of tie in.
Dragonborn would be able to, you know, elevate themselves a bit more to...
Yeah. And they've got like, if we're talking about the mechanics of the character size, they've got the charisma part, which helps with
Yes.
that whole power play
Exactly.
kind of thing. What other races do you think would fill in? Maybe a couple of orcs?
Yeah. So let's just say, I guess I've got other races. Because I've said lizard folk sort of own the area.
I'd say that they're probably the largest population of lizard folks because they're the most...
Yeah, so the lizard folk, you've got
climate.
Dragonborn,
Orcs.
Orcs,
Maybe a few Goliath.
yeah. And I'm going to put slaves
Yeah,
in there
definitely
as well.
slaves.
I feel like this is almost, I mean, we're playing to type here, but I feel like this is almost the Tatooine of our world.
I 100%. That's
Like,
what
that's
I
the-
had. When I thought
yeah.
of Death Race, I was literally thinking of the pod races too.
Yeah. So this is kind of the Tatooine of our world, and
Yeah.
the lizard folk kind of represent the huts in a
Yeah.
way.
Definitely. That actually makes a lot of sense. That's
Yeah.
really cool. Do you want to come up with a name for this now?
Yes, I didn't leave enough room for it, but
That's okay. We can just write that anyway. Is there anything that's jumping into your mind, or shall we use Xanathars for a little bit of...
we should definitely not do the naming game that we came up with for the world last
That was-
episode.
Hey, we came up with Zathaan.
Zathaan, it's true. Actually, Zathaan would be a really good name just for that realm, but anyway.
That would actually, now that I think about it. But too bad.
Yeah,
the
too
entire
bad.
world's Zathaan.
Let's have a look at Xanathars. Let's
Yeah.
see what Xanathars shows us. So Xanathars, I don't know exactly what you're talking about, but in the back it has a bunch of people names,
Yes.
which is cool.
Which I was thinking maybe we can look at that and take inspiration.
Okay.
At the same time, I'm actually going to jump on this and go through a couple of... One of
Yeah.
my favourite things is a fantasy name generator. I'll actually find out what the name of the website is in a second. And I use that all the time for inspiration. I don't often take the exact names, but I find little bits and pieces that I like, and I
Making me
then
know.
triggers my own thoughts on other bits and pieces. So let's quickly go to...
Cool. So as far as names that we could pick out of here,
Yeah.
we have Dragonborn names.
Yeah.
So Dragonborn names are something that we could look at, especially some of the clan names.
Yeah,
Although
true.
they get quite long.
Well, just roll a D... No, let's roll a D1. Is it
D100, you have 100, yeah.
I do have 100.
The clan names are really long though.
Alright, we got 7.
7. Baron Tolthropple.
Baron Tolthropple. The Barons?
Barin Tolthropple. Barin
Baron?
Tol. Yeah, Barin Tolthropple.
What if we even go to the Baron Toll? Or something like that.
Yeah.
I like the Baron kind of sense of that.
Okay.
In the sense
So
that
like
it's
the people who have power claimed to baronship,
basically.
essentially. They like it's not really a title, it's not a royal title or anything like that. It's
See,
just
I
sort
was
of a
thinking-
title that they claim.
I was thinking
or-
Baron more in the sense of there's nothing there.
Oh, Baron as in Barren.
Yeah.
Right, I was thinking
The Baron.
Baron.
Yeah, either
But
way.
yeah, no.
Let's quickly see if I can... Alright, let's go to...
I kind of, in a way, I do like that idea though. That the lizard folk that have power, it's a savage world. There's slaves. It's all corrupt. It's all generally horrible.
Yes.
But
Unless
then,
you're in
but
power.
then the people who in power call themselves dukes, or they
Yes.
call themselves
I like that.
lords,
the Dukes.
or yeah.
I reckon there should be 3. There should be 3 Dukes.
So I guess we're having it in here. I'm just going to put it next to the whoever has money and power gets more until dethroned. I'm just going to point to that and say dukes. I don't know if there's a limit to the number of dukes.
Okay, fair
I just
enough.
think it's a title because it's not a title that's given to you.
Yeah.
I think it's a title that you claim to, and then if
Yes.
someone has an issue with you claiming to that title, they deal with it.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so the website that I use, I just found out, it's literally called Fantasy Name
I use that
Generator.
one a lot.
A lot of people do. It's great. They've got so many different... There's more than just names. You can find descriptions, you can find adventure, ideas, hooks. It's great for a little bit of just on-the-fly inspiration.
So the other thing you can do,
Yes?
first of all, there's two sections to the naming parts in Zathaan's.
Yes?
First of all, the first thing they've got is they've got all the different names for the different races, right? So they've got Dragonborn female, Dragonborn male, Dragonborn clan, Dwarf female, Dwarf male, Dwarf clan, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But once you get to human, they have a whole section, which is probably the pages are just as long, if not longer, than the other races.
Yep.
Because this takes you through all real world names.
Yes.
So, for instance, we've got Celtic names, female and male. We've got Chinese, female, male, Egyptian, English, French, German. So that's another way that you can come up with names. And often
definitely.
you can say people in this place, they have not necessarily their own language, but their own naming conventions, right?
Yeah.
So, for instance, we could take Egyptian.
Yeah.
Egyptian might work really well here because
True.
suddenly you got names like 67 is Nebetka.
Nebetka. I don't mind that, actually.
And if you look at the Egyptian names, many of them are a little bit consonant heavy.
Yeah.
They definitely have some almost lizard folk sounds to them. But what have you got over there?
So, I've got a list here of 10. So, let's just pick one at random. So,
Which one did you use? City names?
I went to city names.
Okay, cool.
I think it was city names.
Yeah, because get city names down the bottom.
Yeah, well, 2. So, none of the ones I'm seeing here are really jumping out
I
at me.
think we want something that has a harsh sound in it somewhere. You know, like a harsh...
Zario? Nah, not harsh enough. Shedance, Berishia, Uzanvale.
That would be Rayshire. Yeah, the second one.
What?
Something that's got a hard consonant sound to it.
Well, what are you thinking? Give me an example.
Because, you know, like, okay, so for instance, I imagine lizard folk as how they speak. They put a lot of emphasis on, for instance, if they say the word speak, it's going to be speak. Like the K comes out and the P comes out, right? And all the T's and all those sort of, like those hard consonants hit hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right.
So I feel like
I'm still struggling to think of a name that matches that.
For instance, if we look at the Egyptian names a little more,
Yeah.
and we have male or female, so we don't have to go for a male name. But Pakom or
Krulak.
yeah, Krulak or something like that, where they've got a lot of those hard consonants,
Yeah, cool.
or even just Beck.
Yeah, I don't mind it being short.
Yeah. I don't know if 3 letters is too short,
Well,
but and there's no wrong answers here.
yeah,
But
true.
this is-
It's your pronunciation.
yeah.
Anything you want. I do like... Yeah, I don't know. Well, let's pick a letter. Which of those hard letters do you want to go with?
I like the T and I like the K.
Alright, okay. I'll flip the coin. So, got this really cool 2-sided coin. One with a 1, one with a 20. I'm going to say if it lands on a 20, it is a K sound. If it lands on a 1, it's a T sound.
Cool. I think I like both though, but yeah, go ahead.
Lands on a
I
1.
think 20 is a K.
I got no idea what we just said.
I don't know. I think it said K.
Yeah, 20 was a K. Yeah, yeah.
Like, I'll get a bit of scrap paper so we can just write some notes. Tapak, or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I'm going for like multiple of those hard consonant sounds.
Yeah. Oh.
I like the EKK. I think.
Arctic.
Artek.
Arctic.
Like they really go for that. They almost say the second K.
Yeah.
Right, Artek.
Yeah, they can't
Right?
hold it.
Yeah. I like the double K. I think we're going to make the double K lizard folk thing.
Yeah, I like it.
But can you think of any other version of that for a name? Just trying to get some more inspiration from these Egyptian names because I do like them.
Artek.
Or like Rajek. Or even just something like Jack.
Yeah, Jack doesn't sound like it's good enough of a...
Or I'm just trying to like. Or okay, what if you said Jekka? Jekka.
So, are we saying that this is the name of their city or the province?
Either or.
I don't mind Jekka
Which one?
for province.
Okay. Let's lock it in. Let's just go for it.
Yeah, alright, let's
We're meant to be doing this hard and fast. Let's do it hard and fast. So,
Jekka.
and again, they almost put a pause between the two Ks.
Jekka.
It's like Jekka.
Jekka. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
I like it. And then let's
It actually
quickly
sounds vaguely African.
It does. Do we want to name the city as well, real quick? Just pick
Yeah,
something
while we're
else.
there, why not?
Let's go with. I don't mind Topek.
Topek?
Topek. Jekka and Topek.
Now, do you want to put an A on the end of it as well? Or not?
Nah,
Okay.
just leave it off. Otherwise, it's going to sound too similar, I reckon.
Okay.
Cool. All right, so we got some cool points on that already.
This province is called, and I'll put it up here, Jekka.
All right, so basically what I'm getting from this is kind of three things at least we want to answer.
Yep.
No, four things really. One, we want to find out a name for the province and any major city.
Yep.
Two, we want to figure out what the prominent race is and what are the sub-prominent races. Something interesting about this city, what it's different about it, what it's known for. And the last thing is maybe a quote. The quote was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And the last thing is their political structure.
Yes.
So they're the kind of four main things we're trying to answer for each city, I'm guessing.
Yeah. And that's because we've got a lot of realms, a lot of kingdoms or whatever in one spot. That's why the politics is so important here.
Yes, because politics is definitely more related
Yes.
within this island more than anything else.
Exactly. Because we've got a lot of factions in close proximity.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some tensions there.
Cool. All right. So is there a particular place you're looking at that's calling to you? Have you got some ideas in somewhere else? The only one I think we've actually really talked a little bit more about is this.
Yes, we have talked about the Beholders and the Mind Flayers.
Yep.
I don't know if there's a whole lot to say here because I think the more we leave in mystery here, the more someone can do with it.
Yeah,
when
fair
you're
enough.
doing a campaign.
Yep.
But for the moment, we can just put it that it's underground.
Yep. How about we think of a name for the area, island? I did like he's mentioned in a previous episode of this one.
Yeah, I think I called it Devil's Rock or something like that.
I don't mind that. Maybe if we can tweak it a little bit.
Yeah.
What's another name for devil? It's like a Spanish name for devil?
Mephisto? That's a bit more specific.
That is a bit more specific. There was something I know is called
Diablo?
Diablo, that's it.
Yeah.
I don't mind something Diablo.
Okay.
I don't mind.
Okay, well, here's the thing. This place isn't being named by whoever lives there.
No.
Right?
This is being named
This is being named by someone. So, if you're going with Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Which I like, but that's cool. We need someone to have the Spanish naming convention nearby. Because it's probably getting called by whoever lives here is probably naming it, or maybe here.
Yeah.
And they're naming this whole thing, not just this area.
This one here
Yeah.
is Spanish.
So you're part of this kingdom.
Yeah, the end part of the capital.
They use Spanish. Like, they don't need to be super Spanish, but they use Spanish naming conventions.
Yes.
And they use some Spanish words.
Yeah, definitely. Which I think is kind of cool for the capital.
So let's put that in. Let's put that in.
So
Capital.
this is capital.
Spanish.
I like that.
And they probably. I mean, again, humans don't live there. Probably, predominantly, not predominantly.
Out of curiosity, just from general history, was it Spain that had emperors? That had an emperor, or was it a king?
Just in my knowledge here, I don't know a lot about Spain.
Neither. I've been there once. It was pretty cool, but I don't remember what happened. I think it was,
not to my knowledge.
I think it was a king. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it would have been kings. I'm just thinking.
I don't know. I might look at that later.
Spain was kind of like where you had Christianity and Muslim bumping up against each other
Yeah.
during the medieval times. But yeah, they definitely had kings. I don't think they actually had an emperor.
Yeah. Well, how
That's
about
my
we
knowledge.
stick with that? If there's a king in that capital, then as their kind of system.
Cool.
It's like a monarchy in that kind of sense.
Lovely. So we're going to put monarchy there.
Yep.
And let's put in brackets. Let's go king. Let's just name the king.
Yeah, cool.
I'm not going to go into more detail on that, but let's just name him.
Let's pick a. Oh, let's pick a Spanish name. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, we've got Spanish names in the book here.
All right, what numbers do we want? Let me roll.
Jose.
Well, I don't mind Jose actually, but
I wonder what the Spanish word for king is.
13. I will Google it.
Arturo.
Arturo. That's a cool name.
Arturo. I like it too.
3T.
I'm happy to go with it.
Yeah. The Spanish name for king is Rey. R-E-Y.
So do you want to
Rey
make it
Arturo.
Rey Arturo?
Rey Arturo. I like it. R-E-Y.
I'm sure we're butchering pronunciations and things.
Probably.
And
Please forgive us.
yeah, let us know in the comments.
Yeah.
We'll think about changing it. It's our fantasy world. We can do what we want. So Rey Arturo.
Yep.
Lovely. I like it.
Yep.
What's it called?
We talked about the whole
The
area.
whole kingdom. We can call the city the capital if you want.
I don't mind the capital. Let me quickly just type in. Let me have a quick go. Let's go. The capital in Spanish.
Just call it Barcelona.
La capital.
La capital.
It's okay. I don't mind it. But I prefer La Capital than the capital.
Yeah, true.
In that sense, if we wanted to go with that kind of a feel. In saying that, I'm open for.
Well, again, these are all names, and many of these names were known because it's Spanish. It's more modern.
Okay, so the other thing I can do is.
I didn't realize Simon was a Spanish name.
Simon. Let's go.
Enrique. Although I've just seen the name Anthon.
Yeah.
Anthon, the Spanish male name. I don't mind the name Antonia.
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 I don't mind that either, actually. That's a nice one. Okay, why don't we go European towns south?
Sure.
Let's get an see
They
if we
don't
can
have Iberian in there, do they?
I need to figure it out.
You know what? I like Antonia.
I'm cool with Antonia. Let's do it.
I'm just seeing if there's anything else that's interesting.
Antonia.
Benatia,
Matola.
Diego. We could also look at female names.
Tarupa?
There's no reason we couldn't do that.
Barcelona.
So they've got the name
Germania.
Adriana here, right?
Adriana.
But I like
Adriana.
I think it sounds interesting if you move the I
Yeah.
to before the last day. So you've got Adrania.
Perfect.
Yeah?
Yep, let's do it.
Well, which one do you like better?
Adrania or
Antonia.
Antonia. To be honest, I like the Antonia because you can get the Spanish list
The
of sounds.
the TH in there. All right.
Antonia.
We're making these really Spanish, aren't we?
Apparently,
We're just gonna name.
I just took with the whole. I like the Spanish word for devil, and now the whole thing's Spanish. That's cool.
Okay. So it's
Antonia.
called. And I guess I'll just do all the names in a box down here.
Yeah.
So the Kingdom of Antonia. So cool. So we need the capital name.
Yep.
Could just be La Capital.
I liked La Capital.
La Capital.
Yeah. Because people would just call it the capital from if they're traveling anywhere and they want to
they
go
call
somewhere.
it the
they just-
capital.
Where are we going to?
But if
The
you're
capital.
local, you'd call it La Capitale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you mean like as in? Do you know what I mean? I feel like that name would have derived from just ease rather than having to have some big fancy name.
Oh yeah.
La Capitale. Cool. All right. So, did we decide on that name as
No,
Diablo?
we haven't yet. Not
Let me
according to
start
what we've written
typing. I'm going to type
down.
in Devil's Rock in Spanish. We know it's Diablo, but what's rock in Spanish? Just because we're going with the whole Espanol.
We'll just type it down here. Just put rock.
Apparently it's rock.
Stone. Try stone.
I'll try island too.
Piedra. Diablo Piedra.
Diablo Piedra. Let's try island to see what that is.
Isla.
Isla.
Isla Diablo.
Isla Diablo.
Diablo Isla.
Diablo Isla.
Diablo Isla.
Island.
I liked stone.
Stone? I forget what that was.
Diablo Piedra.
Let me just type in.
It sounds like someone would go, no, do not go there.
Yes.
That is Diablo Piedra.
Yes. Do not want the way.
Do not away. That's Ugandan.
Devil's Stone. Diablos.
Diablos.
I like that.
Yeah.
Diablos Piedra.
Well, hang on. That's devils as in multiple devils. Does that change it? Piedra de Diablo.
Yeah, okay, that's cool.
Because that's stone of devil, or stone of the devil.
Yeah, perfect. Piedra.
So
Piedra del
in the
Diablo.
box. What have I done? That's an E, not a C, right? Piedra del Diablo.
So, did we want to come up with a name for the underground city, or not really?
Well, I feel like people don't know it's there, so it wouldn't have a name. Well,
No worries.
they have a name,
To the
the
beholders and the
beholders.
mind players have a name for it.
but that'll be like
Yeah.
that would be in deep speech, and I don't know what's a good.
I don't think it
what's
transfers really well to camera.
Polynesian. Polynesian for deep speech.
No, it's
Mesoamerican.
yeah. Cool.
Cool. I don't think we need to do much more than that.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. Filling things out. I
So
like it.
let's continue with capital. We've got the
Yep. We got the monarchy.
We've got the
we need
name
a
of the place.
Quote. So we're gonna need some sort of quote. I like the quote.
Yeah.
And we need the
Prominent people who
Yeah.
live there and something special about them.
So, one thing that I know we said that we weren't really going to include many elves,
Yes.
but that really fits the Spanish thing. Would be like wood elves. Wood elves would sort of fit the tan skin, and that would
True.
be interesting. That being said, there's no reason you couldn't do that with dwarves or with Tabaxi. I could see having Spanish naming conventions.
I can definitely see Tabaxi having Spanish naming conventions.
Yeah.
To be honest, out of all that, I feel like the Tabaxi fits the best. Just 'cause
Alternatively, we didn't write it down, but we did mention the bunny folk. As
Which one?
The bunny folk.
True.
Last time, which could be an option.
I don't know. My initial feelings that's not a bunny folk capital,
that's
but
cool.
if you wanted to, I'm certainly happy to go
I
with
was
it.
just talking. I was just throwing out
I'm feeling
ideas.
Tabaxi.
Okay.
Not the only race, but prominent.
Okay.
I don't know, something about it, but not necessarily like the initial thought of lion Tabaxi.
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
Panther.
Here's the thing. The thing we were talking about here is that it's probably very multicultural
Yes.
to the point where we can just write a list.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we need to necessarily have this is the predominant race. Obviously, if they've got a king, then that
The king
is,
has to be of a certain race.
Yes.
Because yes. How
and
about
it's going to
that?
be passed down the family.
In which case, what race do we think the king is?
To me, Tabaxi don't really seem like king material.
Okay.
They don't seem like the type that would be very possessive of a monarchy, if you know what I mean. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it depends on the individual.
Yeah, of
Tabaxis,
course.
But just talking in generalized terms,
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind the idea of. I mean, well, again, we've sort of turned humans on the head and we said that humans are very seclusive,
Yes.
right? What if we did the same thing in the reverse with dwarves? What if dwarves inhabited the land? I mean, again, we don't have many mountains in the land. We have some near the capital.
Yeah.
And we could just say that there's a dwarven king or queen.
Yeah.
Arturo as well.
True. I did think we were saying that this was more the dwarven.
That's true.
thing.
We did say that.
And well, it doesn't have to be dwarven. It could be something else. To me, that kind of fits really well.
Let's see. What?
It could be a halfling king.
Halfling king. Again, the halflings don't seem very Spanish to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it could work.
I don't mind the wood elves.
Just looking and seeing if any race jumps out at me. Gnome. Yeah.
Senor Gnome.
Senor Gnome. Wow. King Rey Arturo.
Well, technically, you wouldn't say King Rey because
Yeah,
it's like
they'd be-
King.
Yeah, King.
King. Oh, King.
And he probably gets called King Arturo more than Rey Arturo.
Probably. That's probably his official title.
Yeah.
But the people. Oh, then I don't know. Either way.
Gnomes are an option. Let's see. What do we got as options?
Why don't we just pick our top 4? Oh, sorry. Pick our top 4. I'll roll a D4.
Okay. What are your top 4?
I still reckon Tabaxi in there, and the whole reason why
Okay.
I can kind of see it is like I'm thinking of Tabaxi as cats, lions are king of the jungle.
Okay.
Really, if you look at it in that kind of
That
a
works.
king kind of top of the food chain kind of way, I can kind of see that developing through their psyche.
And there's no reason you couldn't make the King Tabaxi based on lion.
You 100%
Have
can.
some
In
sort of
fact, I
mane.
feel like
Yeah.
the original Tabaxi were more jungle cats.
In fact, I could actually see almost. Actually, you've actually convinced me.
Yeah.
I could actually see the king almost wearing a fur thing that had essentially a mane on it.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, we've done it.
Cool, I like it. And it kind of makes sense about them passing on the kingdom, and they can do that whole
Yep.
Simba, whatever the light touches is your domain. What's that over there? That's Jekka.
Cool. So our race makeup is going to be Tabaxi.
Yep.
I'm assuming we're going to have some dwarves in there because, again, we've got the dwarves right next door.
Yeah. I think this is
How did I do
a
that?
mix of everybody.
Yeah, I feel like there's, again, I have some gnomes.
Definitely there's some names here.
Yeah. I mean, other than that, I think it's just, we just put ...
Yeah. Well, I think we'll limit it to 3 each time because 3.
Yeah.
Because there's the 3 most
Okay,
prominent.
what's the quote? What's the culture of this place?
Do you feel like I feel like them living on this, at least near the river, they are in position to trade with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're as weird as it is. They're kind of
arguably down here as well.
Yeah, they
Although
kind
you'd be
of
travelling upriver, which would be annoying.
Yeah, I do get what you're saying. I feel like they are prominent traders. I feel like that's why they've ascended to being the most prominent thing. Is they've got the grasslands, so they can they've obviously. I reckon they'll have like big, like well-traveled.
And it makes
roads.
sense why they haven't just gone out and like they're not particularly militant.
No,
They probably have a military
got-
that's probably not weak.
yeah,
But-
defendable military, not necessarily conquering military.
Yeah, and they could probably conquer more or colonize more is probably what they do if we're going with Spanish.
Yes.
But the reason that they not necessarily get along with but don't try and destroy Jekka,
Yeah.
right, is because Jekka is all about power and money. And
Yeah.
they are all about money. And while that trade is profitable,
Yes.
everyone's happy,
I like it.
right?
So I think these guys here will be prominent shipbuilders too.
Yeah.
And they'd have the Anthonian Armada.
So that's the quote I'm putting forward, is keep the coin flowing
Yep.
and everyone's happy.
Yeah, that also, it works very well. Like, I feel like it's a very lion-like thing where
Yeah. And then they're probably a little bit resistant to changes in the status quo,
yeah.
I imagine as well.
Yes.
Like, it's like that quote sort of tells me like, keep everything going.
Yeah.
Just keep everything as it is, and
Yeah.
and everything's cool.
100%.
Try and change that, and
Yeah,
things
it'll
might
be
go a bit
proper.
wrong.
Cool.
So keep the coin flowing, and everyone's happy. I actually really, I'm surprised I only just came up with this idea of quotes because
Yeah, I know, it's
I actually
really cool.
like it.
Yeah, I know,
It
it's working
encapsulates
really well.
the attitude.
At least our thought pattern behind
Yeah.
it.
I think we'll leave the rival kingdom for now.
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a point for
That's
another time.
That one done.
Cool.
Let's put it over here.
So now we've got that. Let's look at probably. I reckon the next one. We'll look at the dwarven one because they're probably the next
Dwarves.
border, the next most prominent border on this.
Cool. Well, we can go straight back to
The
Xanathar's here for names. Because
honestly,
names.
I reckon after the player's handbook, I actually use Monsters Manual. After that, I probably use Xanathar's, the next most prominent out of
Yeah.
all the books. It's got some really cool stuff in it. If you haven't got a copy of it, I strongly suggest getting that.
There's a lot of stuff in here, especially if you're a DM, and
Yeah.
there's plenty if you're a player.
Yeah, it's got a bit of everything. Some of the new subclasses are, or was it subclasses? Not subclasses. It's
subclasses.
That's what they call them. Yeah, they're really cool. They're,
Yeah.
Some of them are like
The Zealot
average,
Barbarian,
but yeah, some of them are awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's good.
Forge Cleric.
Yeah, the Forge Cleric in Tech is awesome. But hey, I took Grave Cleric. I thought that was a cool little roleplay element for Torbeck.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's keep going. All right, so that's number 13, I believe. The Dwarven
Yeah, number
Mountains.
13, Dwarven Mountains. So let's look at some dwarf names here. And again, dwarves have clan names, and clan names work well for place names as well.
Cool. All right, let me roll a dice. What does 10 say? Number 10.
For clan, is that what we're
Clan
going
names,
with?
yeah, that's all the clan names.
Bloodkith.
Bloodcliff.
Bloodkith.
Bloodkith. All right, what about 8? And
Big Toe. Again, some of these clan names are a bit more descriptive of
8.
people.
yeah, let's go
'Cause
87.
that's 87. Thrahak.
All right, not really.
I'm gonna
familiar
start
with those.
poking through some of the male names. And
Go
female,
for it.
Female
I'm gonna
names. to
quickly
see how
look
we
up
go.
some dwarven city names. That one's pretty easy to do.
Again, this is pretty small, so you could arguably name this after someone,
Yes,
right?
you
So it
even-
could be, you know, Eberks Peaks or something like that, right?
Yes.
You could name it directly after them.
Well, how about we name them? We're naming them mountains, aren't we?
We
So
could do
maybe we
that
think
as
of
well,
a mountainous name that these dwarves have made as their home.
Cool.
Let me have a quick look at what I've got here before I go too much further.
Rick.
All right.
Tordek.
Mandroth.
Mandroth. Oh, you actually got
Mandroth
dwarven
Mountains.
city names.
Yeah.
No, that's Mendorth.
Yeah, but I can-
Yeah, Mandroth, Mandoroth.
Mandroth.
Yeah. I kind of like the two name, right? So like the short
Baglurian?
name, but like for instance Keg, but I don't like Torum. Like Keg. You know what I mean? Like a 3-letter word followed by a word.
Yeah, okay. I get what you're saying.
Because I've done that in my worlds. For instance, I named the elf place Felsarin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So fell. Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Or Deligarn.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Okay, so are we going something mountain or something peaks or something
I don't know.
something?
I think if we're doing that double barrel name, I think we just call it that, right? Although that makes more sense for a city name.
Why don't we say okay?
What if we just call it like the Bone Shiver Mountains or
Yeah, something like that.
like something more descriptive?
Yeah, it's something like descriptive of the mountains themselves,
Yeah.
maybe, which makes sense because if you think about it, probably people have
things
named
like
these
the High
mountains.
Rock Mountains.
Yeah.
Right? It's not very
Or Sky
imaginative.
Peak.
The Sky Peak Mountains. I guess these are probably the tallest mountains, at least on this continent.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, Sky Peak. Sky Peak Mountains.
Cool.
People probably call them the Sky Peaks for sure,
Yeah.
things like that.
Or the peaks.
Sky Peak Mountains, yeah.
And
then I like the double barrel name for the place.
yeah.
So I'm just seeing if there's any.
Helwarum?
Sorry?
Helwarum? Or Helwarum?
Helwurum.
Helwa. Or Helwurum.
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 Helwurum. Go generate again. Let's see what comes up.
Thuglodia?
Thuglodia.
Nantodur?
Roll your d20 for me.
Yes, sir.
13. What's the 13th consonant? B, C, D, F, G, H, J, K, L, M, N, P, Q. No. Damn it.
Let's try again. 14.
What comes after Q?
R.
Rec. No. This is harder.
Mogtarum. I don't mind that.
Mogtarum.
Mogtarum.
I like it.
Or Vamdora.
I'm going to put the H before the G though.
Okay.
Mogtarum.
Mogtarum.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright,
with
so
that?
let's look at this thing. So what makes these guys different to everyone else?
And what makes them different? Just average dwarves.
Yeah, because you could just say
At the moment, they're
they're
very
Smith.
like.
They're very standard.
Yeah. We may as well have called it Moria.
Good.
But let's do something different.
Okay,
about this.
so a question, James.
Yeah.
Do you want to change what they do, who they are, or where they live?
Well, where they live, they're in the middle of the mountains.
Yeah, but like typical thing is they just dig out a giant city under the thing.
Right.
Did you want to change? Do you want to do something fancy there?
We
Or
could.
Do you want to do something fancy in terms of what service they provide? Or like whether they mine and smith, or whether there's something else they do in the bottom of the mountains? Like, how about there's an extra planar gate there, which lets them travel to...
Maybe, actually, alternatively,
Yep.
there's an extra planar gate there that they're set to guard.
Yeah, or something like that. Yeah,
Right?
that works.
That's their duty. They've got to guard this gate
Yeah.
from anything that would come through. It's probably sealed off, right?
Yes.
So it's probably not an immediate threat. But they've got to. That's why they're such a small kingdom. It's why they don't care about expanding. It's why, because here's the thing: in the world, right?
Yep.
Everyone, when they make a world, likes to believe that everything is fine and peaceful. Peace doesn't happen.
Yeah.
The world doesn't stay peaceful unless there's a reason for it to stay peaceful.
Yes.
The natural state of the world is war, not
Yep.
peace. So that's why we've been, at least what I've been sort of thinking as I go through each of these places is, why aren't they at war?
Yes.
Right?
And you're right.
Not saying
so
that
far,
they will never be at war. Not saying
Yeah.
that they have never been at war.
Yeah.
But why aren't they at war right now? If so, or
Yeah.
if they are at war, what's going on there?
Cool.
So maybe that's why the dwarves
Yeah.
are sort of chill to do what they want. I mean, I know we've kind of stuck with that for a little while.
Yeah. But I do like the thought of them being guardians, and that's their
Yeah.
primary thing, is that they're guarding something down there. And maybe there was this great attack many years ago, and that this is their version of Chernobyl.
And theoretically, it could happen again.
Yeah.
Right?
And
This portal could open. You've got to guard the Oblivion gates. The
yes,
gates.
I like Oblivion gates.
Yeah.
Or is that an actual thing from something else?
That's from the Elder Scrolls.
Ah,
That's from
true.
the Oblivion. Anyway,
Fair, I haven't played that one.
but Oblivion gates sound awesome. I do agree.
Yeah, that is
It's a
cool.
great name.
Yeah, we could still take that name.
I mean, we probably could. But
Anyway, but we'll think of it. We
Well,
can. But yeah, and I like that this is this law is passed down from generation to generation. That this is your duty to
Yes.
guard this. And I know that we haven't done it as they passed down their stories of their great grandfathers and the sacrifices they made. Maybe they used to be a much bigger kingdom or like population, and their population numbers have suffered greatly due to that war, just closing it, and then they have never really fully recovered.
All right, what are we calling the gate? You mentioned Oblivion Gate now, and I'm like, no, we can't call it Oblivion
You mentioned
Gate.
Oblivion Gate.
No,
I just said it sounded good.
I know. You said we could steal it. I'm like, I don't want to steal it.
Okay, let me have a quick look. But
I like the idea.
I do like it something gate, or let's go with
Again, this is the type of thing that could be named after someone.
True. Well, do you want to have a quick look through some of your names, and let's go with Roman names. I like those.
The Cabrick Gate. Kilvar's Gate.
I was just thinking, you could call it something like the Kaiju Gate.
Are we using the typical sort of Scottish feeling for dwarves?
I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know, just...
It fits well for me, and I like it in the
does.
voices.
Same. And I've been practicing my Scottish dwarvish voice for far too long to try and learn another one for dwarves.
Yeah.
Um,
We could even go for a female's name.
Yeah.
I like the idea that there was this one woman dwarf who was like critical in the beating down the.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Right.
Let's do female. Let's make the
Right.
dwarven hero.
Let's make it a matriarchy.
Yeah, it's the females are the leading thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
perfect. That's so good.
Matriarchy. So. I would say Joranna's Gate, right? Like Joranna's Gate, but we've got far too many A's on this page already.
Okay.
Like I can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Yeah, I know.
7, 8, 9, 10. 10 A's on this already.
What
And
does
then
21 say?
11 if you go for equator. 21,
Yep.
female, 21, Diessa.
Yes, okay. Yeah, not too bad. 52.
52, Gilia's Gate.
32.
Fenelon's Gate.
Nah, I don't like that one at all.
Madasteer's Gate.
38.
38, Gerdus's Gate.
Nah, I think that's kind of getting worse.
Yeah. I don't mind Morana's Gate, but again, a few are A's, but that's not necessarily an issue.
Can I go with...
I might flip to Scottish.
Yes, that's a good idea.
Scottish is in here because it'll be in Celtic, won't it? And Celtic makes sense. Like, you've got Boudica and things like that.
Yeah.
So Boudica's not how you actually pronounce it, I don't think. So someone yell at me for that. Celtic female, Elaine's Gate, Keelan's Gate.
Good old Keelan. Keels' Gate.
Leslie's Gate.
Hey,
Myrna's Gate.
that's not bad. What have we got here?
Let's roll a d100 again, see what comes up. 59. Kenoctra's Gate? No. Oriana's Gate? I like that.
Rihanna's Gate.
Oriana.
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 Yeah, okay. We're done. Oriana's
Okay,
Gate.
we're done.
Yeah, that's good. Yes. Oriana.
I added an extra N in there, though, just because I like that. Oriana.
Yep. And Oriana was... I
Oriana-
reckon she was the one who...
Defeated the evil. The evil might have...
maybe not defeated the evil, but was the one to close the gate on the evil.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. Yeah, not
Yeah.
defeated. But and I feel like the history there. Again, we're getting a little bit too in depth.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
alright.
think I like the fact that the dwarves were once ruled by men,
Yes.
right? And then the corruption from whatever was in this gate took the king,
Yes.
right?
And
And then Oriana was when he closed the gate and declared that She was the in rule now, and that's what set up the matriarchy.
I reckon she closed the gate, and then everyone else recognised her as a hero and got her, and then made her the
queen.
Made her the queen.
Yeah.
Yep, I like it.
So, just for notes, I'll say former patriarchy.
Yeah, turned matriarchy.
Now, that would have some interesting implications.
Yep.
One thing that comes straight to me is often in medieval literature and things like that, and you've got things like Adam and Eve and stuff like that. The woman is often portrayed as the deceiver, as the corrupted, as the manipulator.
Yeah.
Right. I kind of like the idea that after this event,
it's man.
Right, it was actually the man who was sort of
the deceiver,
not necessarily deceiver, but the one, the corruptible one. And
the women stayed strong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I like that.
I do like that a lot too.
What are you laughing at?
Nothing. Nothing I'm going to say on camera.
So what's that quote? I don't know if we need to necessarily deep set it in that, but...
Well, no, I reckon it would. I reckon that quote would have been the thing. It's maybe...
Maybe Oriana is almost worshipped as a god, almost.
Yeah, probably.
Right? Like by Oriana's grace, are we allowed to still live here? Are we allowed to not be threatened by this evil?
I like that. I like by Oriana's grace.
Yeah.
What's the end of that though? By Oriana's grace.
By Oriana's grace, we are sworn to protect the world from.
Maybe not. I like all that except for maybe not the world from evil. That sounds a bit too cliche. Okay. I think we can along those lines to protect those who cannot defend themselves or protect.
It's a cliche as well.
Yeah, I know.
We could just say protect the realm, and then that's
to protect that which will one day come. In terms of protect against that which will one day come, or against the eternal hunger. Or something like that.
That's really cool. Done. I love it how we sort of boil these things. And this is what you should do it with yourself. You should discuss ideas with people. Yeah. You should boil them over in your own head. Because what you end up doing is you just keep boiling. And then eventually someone says something. For instance, what you just said, eternal hunger. And I'm just like, done.
Yeah, it's good.
We don't need to discuss it anymore.
And this is sometimes where building a world with somebody else is really handy. It's like,
well, this is experimental for me.
Yeah, I know. I've never built a world with someone else. Neither of you. So this is the first time doing it. But it's streamlined the process a bit because bits where I'd get stuck, you get an inspiration, or you think of something a little left of field of what I'm thinking, and that triggers.
Or one of us says, and it just triggers off each other. We cause rapid. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and it's good.
That
I reckon that's it for the thing. One second, we've got the primary race is dwarves.
We don't have the race. I feel like this is almost only dwarves.
Yes, and I feel like this is almost like sacred to them.
Yes.
So people can visit.
People can visit, but
and I don't feel like people can visit the actual gate.
No, definitely no. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's all. I don't know if we need to write that or if that's just the default.
That works for me. Cool. So that is that one. The other one, something I just had a bit of an idea for this. I was thinking, I kind of was imagining these guys, just in my head, a little bit Norse.
Okay.
A little bit Viking-like, except for the whole pillaging and explorers as they are. Obviously, with that is a big part of Viking culture.
Yeah. But we're taking the rest of it.
We're taking the rest of it. I like more their mythology and the other parts of Viking culture. Their shipbuilding, maybe their devotion to their gods.
Okay.
In that sense.
So you mean having a religious system similar? Yeah,
and I like Loki and.
The thing is, Vikings
I guess
are very
based on Valhalla, which is
Vikings and the Norse people in general are very. They're very adventurous. They're very forthgoing. They're very,
Yeah, it doesn't really fit in, does it? Not with what we were saying. That's right. I was looking at the more arts and crafts side of things. I was thinking it's kind of cool, but
cool.
I don't think there's enough there for it to be a full
Well,
thing.
let's just flip through some pages. So we've got Celtic, Chinese, Egyptian.
Actually, what if they were a bit more Japanese, like almost samurai? Well, not full samurai, but do you know what I mean that kind of honor and tradition?
French, German, Greek, Japanese, Indian, Mesoamerican, Niger, Congo. You've got Norse, Polynesian.
Hey, we could make them.
Yeah, they are an island.
They
Slavic, Roman, Spanish. We're already associated with Anathonia. I love that name actually. I'm really happy we went with that.
I'm liking all this so far. It's come across really well.
Piedra del Diablo. It sounds.
It
bad.
sounds. It also
Piedra
sounds.
del Diablo.
But the other thing I like about it, it sounds intriguing.
Yes, it sounds like.
The name itself sounds like, ooh, I know there's nothing. It doesn't look like there's anything there, but I want to go see and explore it. It's got enough intrigue to it.
Well, maybe we come back and do the human place next time.
Cool. I reckon that sounds like a good point so far.
Lovely. Well, in that case, thank you for watching, everyone.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of work actually. We've done all this page, except for the rival kingdom, which I think will come last, even if we get there.
Yeah.
We've also done the dwarves, so we've done quite a few.
We've done 4 out of the probably I say it's 8 main ones.
Yeah, we've got 13 numbers here, but
some like these 2 probably don't have to have too much of bits and pieces.
Stuff like that. All right. Well, in that case, we'll see you next time when we continue our world building of Zathaan.
Yep.
I said it right that time.
You did.
And yeah, thank you for watching. If you want to let us know any ideas, actually, let's ask. If anyone has any ideas for the Dragonborn lands, right here, you can see that. Let us know. Because we might leave that open.
Cool.
We might not fill that one in.
Yep, that sounds good.
And if we get any ideas online, we'll see what we can do.
Sounds great.
Anyway, until next time, I've been James, this is Leon, and we'll see you later.
See ya.